Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Well, we're back again with another weekly recap of my favorite, your favorite, our favorite show, The Bachelor. And well, today we'll be discussing Jojo's season, which was last week. I know this review is long overdue, but I've just been so occupied with so many things. So let's get right into today's video. Well, Jojo's season started off on a high note, really cool. We actually got to see or got to meet a lot of the guys that we've come to know now over the course of the Bachelor history or franchise, which is people like Chad, Wellse, Evan, Derek. Like a lot of people, these people I didn't even know like started off from Jojo's season. I only kind of started to know them from Paradise. So I'm glad we got to see their backstory and meet each and every one of them, which is great. I have my notes here, so in case you see me looking right, yeah, I have my notes. Yeah, the season started off, we got to meet a lot of characters. People like Night One, of course, come out of the limo, trying to leave first impressions. Please, there was this guy, this Daniel guy from Canada. I'm really confused with the poking of the belly button thing. I don't get it. Like a grown man in 2014 or I think or 16 when that was filmed. I don't get it. Like why in God's name you poking a grown man in their belly, or grown men in their belly button? That was just, I don't even know why they even bother showing us that, because I'm sure the guy must have been throughout when they showed or aired the original season. Well, another person, I would say, yeah, Wellse seemed to be a, well, how will I say, commentator throughout the entire episode with his fiance now, and he and Chris Harrison got to really talk about what the season was like. I got to meet Wellse. Wellse looked so innocent and like some sweet little guy. You just want to pull his cheeks and just give him a hug and say, oh, everything's going to be okay. But yes, we got to meet him, got to see his character develop, and he has really incredibly grown from that guy from Jojo's season to the Wellse that we know now. And it's good to see him kind of transition from who he was then to who he was now, but also his love story was so painful to watch, like all the different things, with Jojo trying to kind of set up the whole kissing thing. She must have really liked him for her to have like tried to put in a lot of effort to like, guy, this is what I want. So she must have really liked him, but even though he didn't go too far. But well, I like his character all around. He's a sweet guy. Something I feel like we need to discuss about this particular episode or season was the guys, like letting them go was so hard, and then like how will I say, maybe they were so emotionally invested. I don't know. I hope they were emotionally invested, because the limo rides or sending people home was just so painful to watch. Like all the guys were either so emotional, crying, fighting it, almost like, you can't send me away, I can't believe you're sending me away. Like it was just a lot. I think this must have been the most chaotic or gut-wrenching or emotional send homes for any bachelorette that I have watched so far. Like the men were just so, like I say, I hope that they were so invested. That's why it was so difficult for them to wrap their head around the fact that she was sending them home. But I feel like it's something they should have expected to happen. Who else again? Derek. Derek is such a sweet guy. He has always been a sweet guy. Even getting to know him in Paradise, like that guy just deserves love. That's all I can say. He's such a sweet guy, but my God, he's gone through a lot. Like from where he is or where he was then to where he is now, he's still that sad guy to me. Like I'm not saying he's a sad person, but like that's what we see. He's still just that sad guy that just needs a lot of love, and I hope he finds the one for him eventually. Another person that's like, God, Chad. Like the first time I ever saw him on TV was Paradise, where he had the altercation with Chris Harrison, and I was like, who is this guy? I actually getting to watch him on this season and realizing that he has always been like this. To me, I'm just like, wow, like it's just a lot, a whole lot. And I'm surprised, like even after Evan reported him or kind of snitched, I went to tell them what he was doing, or told Chris Harrison, like he even still stayed and still made it on a one-on-one. And that one-on-one to me was just so awkward, because it was more of, if I was in Jojo's position, I'd have sent both of them home, because I didn't feel like she even had any chemistry, at least from what I can see. I didn't watch the whole season, but from what I could see from that episode, I was just like, send two of them home, because it was like she just picked the lesser evil as far as I'm concerned. And Chad just, I don't even know how he made it that far. But you know, there's always this thing, there's always the villain. Most times the villain always makes it to a particular level and you start to wonder like what's going on, like what are you not seeing, or what are we seeing that you're not seeing? But actually being in that position, like we are watching it with seeing what's happening behind the scenes, which she doesn't get to see. So I kind of understand how sometimes the villains make it so far. We wonder like what's going on, because I'm even wondering how he made it that far, because that guy is erratic, he's chaotic, he needs Jesus and therapy. Like, and even after Bachelor, even like hearing him pop up in the news is never really for anything positive. So he needs help, like I said, he needs Jesus and therapy, and I hope that he gets that. Evan's character was a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I liked him, sometimes I'm just like, are you here to just be telling on everybody that is in this house with you? Like, I didn't get it. I just felt like he didn't, I don't know, just. But anyways, I'm happy he's found love of his life on this same franchise, and they're married now with children, so I'm happy for him. And yeah, next week's episode, I actually can't even remember who it is, but I'm glad, I'm extremely glad that she ended up with Jordan, because I feel like they jive or they gel better. I'm happy she didn't end up with Ben, because I just thought she must have been, or she might have been a little bit much for Ben to handle, because Ben is such a sweet guy. So with Jordan is his own man, he's very macho. Yeah, macho was sweet, you know, macho with his sweet side. So I'm glad they ended up together and they seem happy. They've been engaged for so long, they've had to postpone their wedding because of the pandemic. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy that she ended up with the person that she was supposed to end up with, I guess, and they're happy. So next week's episode, we'll be back to recap. I can't remember who it is. Oh yes, we're going back to the very, very first season of The Bachelor. I actually think I watched this season, or I watched the second season of The Bachelor. I'm not sure. Either the first and second, but I'm very, very curious to see how things were when it first started, when there was no preconceived notion of what The Bachelor is or should be, when people were not going there for clout, we're not going there to be influencers, there was no Instagram. Like, I'm really, really curious to see how the season played out. So we would be back again next week with a recap as usual. If you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? Like, please subscribe down below before you exit this video. Like, comment and share, of course. And if there are any series you'd like us to recap or discuss, please let me know in the comment section down below. So thanks for watching. Bye.